The Patriots have wrapped up minicamp, and the final sight that we saw here on Thursday afternoon was Tom Brady walking off the field with Brandon Cooks. Both of those guys had a terrific week, but rather than focusing on a couple of guys that we know should fare well in 2017, let's kind of filter down the depth chart to Jacoby Brissett and Jimmy Garoppolo. Both of those backups had their moments this week, but it was interesting. During the final day of minicamp and the final two periods of 11-on-11s, Garoppolo sat out while Brissett was the second guy on the field. That was the only time that happened like that this week. Now, Brissett wasn't really throwing with many guys who were going to make the team, but it was still interesting that Garoppolo sat out those final two periods.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you want to see Brissett. You want him to develop or continue to develop. Will Garoppolo be here beyond this year? And if that's not the case, Brissett's your guy.
Yeah, the weird thing with Brissett is he looks a year better than last year, which he should, and that's the arc that he's supposed to take. But the thing that we just keep going back to is, aside from a handful of snaps today, he didn't get many chances this week or during the first OTA that was open to the media in May to throw with guys who are going to make the team. So how do you quantify where exactly he is in his progression? Now, there's the other side of that where you got to make sure that Brady's ready, and you got to make sure that you know what you have in Garoppolo and all that stuff, and the third stringer is still the third stringer, but with so much uncertainty with the future of the quarterback position beyond 2017, again, we in the media can't really assess where Brissett is in relation to where he needs to be.
The only thing we can take away is that when we talked to Jacoby a couple days ago, he said he was almost like light years ahead of where he was a year ago at this time.
And then one final thing, Tom Brady was intercepted today for the first time in the 4 practices that we've seen. Eric Rowe made a great play. I asked him if he ever talks a little trash to Brady when he makes an interception in practice against him, and he said absolutely not, because Landon Roberts told him last year that he picked off Brady once early in the offseason, started talking a little smack to him, and then Brady threw at Roberts pretty much the rest of the workout. So Eric Rowe wanted to avoid any of that fate. So we'll see you next week. One final OTA before the Patriots break it down for the summer.